All right, next, let's talk about how to choose an online course platform. So first off, how to choose it. I mean, you're on a post, and I don't even know how many hours I spent on this, guys. Probably like 15, 20 hours or something on this post, some crazy amount of time. This post will help you. But if you're kind of like, okay, well, that's great, Ron, but like, what else is there? What should I pay attention to? That's what this section is for. So when you're trying to choose an online course platform, as you've already seen if you've been scrolling around on this post, there is a ton of different options out there. So you're probably wondering, well, what is it that I have to actually look for? And we're going to cover that here. So first is an established reputation. Probably the most important thing, right? You want to make sure that you are going to hitch your online course, online business, to a platform that's been there for a while, right? You don't really want to just take the first thing that you see that just started, because honestly, there's a potential that they could go out of business. So obviously you don't want to do that. Next is the ease of use, right? Now, ease of use is important because it makes it so that you as an instructor, let's say, I'm sure some of you are tech savvy, but some of you probably aren't. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But what you want to do is make sure that you choose a platform that has, an ease of use ability. That's something that you're going to be really comfortable with very quickly, right? If you have to spend, it's hard enough to create an online course. If you have to spend 10, 15 hours learning the platform, that's no good. It's going to kill your momentum. So you definitely want to make sure you pay attention to the ease of use. Next is the appearance. So when I say the appearance, am I talking about the website? No. What I'm talking about here is that these different platforms, what they have is they have templates, and they have different themes that you can use within the actual platform itself, right? And that's very important, because what it allows you to do is it allows you, without actually creating your own website, which some of you probably don't want to do that, it allows you to create an online school through their platform just with some pointing and clicking, as opposed to having to code everything and all that stuff, right? So make sure that you pay attention to the appearance as well, or the appearances and what they offer. Next is a third-party integrations. Now these are really important because it allows you to integrate with things that you're already comfortable with. For instance, there's all these different online course platforms out there, and what you want to look for is to make sure that they integrate with the platforms that you like. So me, for instance, I like ActiveCampaign for email marketing. I would make sure that I chose a platform that does integrate with that platform, right? Because it's really important for me, because I'm already comfortable using it. But it goes beyond that. We have student information systems for larger, organizations if they're looking to get into this. You have Google Analytics, all the different email marketing automation tools out there. There's just a lot of different tools. So whatever it is that you choose, make sure that it integrates with the software that you like to use. And if it doesn't integrate directly, at least make sure that they're not going to kind of, like bump heads and interfere with each other. The next thing you want to pay attention to, and this is really important if you're trying to sell your course, which every one of us are, is marketing automation. So there are certain tools out there that already have built in the ability to create webinars and to do email marketing and ways to market your courses that maybe you wouldn't have access to otherwise. So definitely pay attention to those as well. Next is the tech support, right? So it's great to get into an online course platform, but there's a good chance that while going through things, and I've done this myself, I'm definitely just as guilty as anyone else, you're going through and you break something, or you can't figure out how something works. It happens, right? Every one of us are human. So you want to make sure that the online course platform that you use has good tech support. If they don't have good tech support, or just support in general, probably don't want to go with them. Next is probably the most important one for many of you, cost. How affordable is the platform that you're going to use, right? There are so many different platforms out there. And if it costs a ton of money just to get started, you might be apprehensive to do it, right? So that's why you obviously have to pay attention to cost. Extremely important, and one of the critical factors of any software that you're going to use. Next are the special features. Now, this is something that you kind of got to dig a little bit to see, but for instance, some online course platforms, they allow you to integrate with Zapier, which is really good, because if they don't integrate with one tool, you can probably make them connect with use of Zapier or something like that. Or in addition to that, there's also some of these platforms have things like discussion forums, right? And they have the ability to do that. Or they have the ability to have interactive quizzes and interactive whiteboard sessions. So, students have to actually click and drag and things in order to complete the assignment, which obviously helps facilitate learning. So understanding these special features is also very important. Now, obviously, there is no one-size-fits-all solution for everybody, right? So that's why I created this entire post, you guys. So scroll around, read everything you can, take your time here, and make sure that you choose a platform that I highly recommend. There's a lot of experience there behind it, and I recommend them for very good reason.